and keep you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. And give you peace. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And be gracious. The Lord be gracious, gracious unto you. Amen. His countenance upon you and give you peace. And give you peace. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And be gracious. The Lord be gracious, gracious unto you. Amen. Amen. Asam papa bemati, oye, oye. Asam papa bemati ni se Yesu yodo. Ejonya niye, oye, ampa, oye, oye, oye. Asam papa bemati, oye, oye. Asam papa bemati ni se Yesu yodo. Oye,
Thank you, choir members. Another round of applause for our choir as they exit. Thank you indeed. They have really ushered in the mood for today's function. Indeed, thank you very much indeed. At this juncture, I would like now to welcome the Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Brian Ouma, who will be able to give us the welcome, to make us the welcome remarks, and also invite the Vice Chancellor to be able to come and address us. Let's give another round of applause for him. Thank you, Mr. Brian Ouma.
Thank you, Njuguna. You will forgive me, my voice is a bit hoarse. The Chair of Council, Professor Miriam Were, present with us here today. Council Member, Engineer Kariuki Mishemi. Our Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Gitai Kihama. Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Julius Ogengo, our Associate Vice Chancellor, Professor Margaret Hutchison, Deans of Faculties, Senate members, Heads of Directorate, University staff, University volunteers, students, present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all to today's important event. We are here to recognize our highly performing units and to reward staff who have excelled in delivery of their responsibilities. As a university, we appreciate the sustaining top performance, both in Kenya and the region, is greatly attributed to our well-trained and motivated human resource. As a management, we continuously put in place strategies aimed towards building and improving capacity of our staff, as well as recognizing and honoring all who excel. As you are all aware, the government has over the years institutionalized performance management systems such as performance contracting, such as performance contracting and staff performance appraisal. Performance contracting has been used by the government to improve delivery of public service. As a public service entity, we have heeded the call to institutionalize performance contracting in the University of Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, performance contracting is a negotiated process which units set their performance targets based on their mandates, functions, and strategic objectives. Thereafter, the attendant results are evaluated in a manner that ensures objectivity and integrity of the results. In our case, this evaluation is both cyclical and annual, and at the corporate level, evaluation is also undertaken by the Public Service Performance Unit. As a consequence of the evaluation process, good performance at both the unit and individual staff level is rewarded. Below par performance, on the other hand, is remedied by placing the unit or the staff on a performance improvement plan with the hope of a better outcome. However, sustained poor performance is subject to sanctions. I wish to take this opportunity to assure you all that the university management stands committed to the ideals of continuous improvement as part of the journey of transforming the university. Allow me also at this juncture to congratulate most sincerely our units and staff who have returned stellar results and renewed our faith in the capacities of our human resource. It is easier to get to the top than it is to remain there, and it is therefore my challenge to the top performers to put in more work to retain the top. I wish to encourage those not in the list of top performers today not to lose hope. There's another trip around the sun for you to achieve your optimal potential. What a joy it will be to have all our units and staff being recognized for excellent performance next year. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2021, the university embarked on the path of governance and management reform. It is a path that was initially conceived by the Chancellor as an outcome of the visitation process, adopted by the Council, and finally implemented by the management under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor. It has been a painful journey, but one that is beginning to bear fruits. Allow me to briefly touch on people reform, the subject of this event. People reforms were anchored on the need for identification and retention of top talent and provision of diverse, inclusive, fair, and open environment where people give their best to their work and feel valued. Research has shown that employees who feel valued at work are often happier, more productive, and less likely to look for other employment opportunities. I confirm to you that we endeavor to be caring university, one that values contribution of staff as an important pillar in building and sustaining a top-performing university. In building a university for the future, I am of the considered view that the skills that got us here may not necessarily be the ones to take us to the next level. In appreciating this fact, it is important that our human resource reflects the attributes that are desirable for the future. For this reason, and to remain attuned to the needs of the future, there will be staff redesignation, redeployment, retooling as necessary in order to align skills with purpose. I look forward to the day that in our recruitment, we'll be sourcing for competent resource persons in the areas of investment, financial analysis, and actuaries to enable us to properly commercialize our assets, to re-engineer our IGUs, and together realize the vision of an entrepreneurial university. It is now my humble duty to welcome the Vice Chancellor to give his remarks. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I'm happy to see all of you here. This is a very, very important day. We also have in our midst the Chair of Council, Professor Miriam Mwere, who together with the Independent Council member, Engineer Kariuki Muchemi, here also to witness this process and as our chief guests for this purpose. We appreciate Chair of Council, Miriam Mwere, and Engineer Muchemi for joining us in such an important occasion for the University of Nairobi. I know that Kariuki, you were here with us again last year He was, I think at that time, you were the only council member. And he worked with us, signed off many contracts with us. We are happy you are here again. I want to acknowledge all the other people, including the Chief Operations Officer who has just spoken. This Department of Planning and Performance Management is under Brian Oma. They has continued to do exemplary in doing all the evaluation. I want to appreciate also the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academic Affairs, who is here in our midst, the Professor Julius Ogengo, Professor Hutchinson, the Associate Vice Chancellor in charge of Research, Innovation and Enterprise, all members of Senate who are here, and members of management and the students, and all of you all. This is a very, very important day for us as we sign the performance contract for the year 2022, 2023, and we celebrate the performance of the year 2021, 2022. We decided to make this a tradition to celebrate performance, because many times people just do, and you do very well, and people just move on. Yeah. Slowly, even those who are doing very well, when they realize they are not being noticed, then they just fall back. Yeah. I think that is why even when we were in primary, the teachers always ensured they wrote in our scripts after they put a big tick, very good or excellent. Yeah. Isn't it, Professor Kamau? Yeah? It means something, yeah. And it's written there, very good or excellent. And when the teacher just cancels the whole thing like this, you feel a little depressed, yeah. You wanted to be written very good or excellent, yeah. And also we were ranked number 1, number 2, number 3. When we went to primary school ourselves, they were also even placing you, and the Karaoke and Professor Vere went much earlier. They would place you in the desk based on your performance. So you'll be the one who is number 1 is the front desk, the front desk, the one closer to the teacher. And like that, and the one who is not performing well in the last. And in the next term, there will be another exam. You'll be shifted again. Yeah. So you would ensure that at no time you are going to the last desk. Yeah. And even at that time, they were also ranking. You go to class A, class B, class C, class D. So if you are performing badly, you are class D. And if you are performing well, you are class 1. And then I remember at that time, where I went to school, we did not have enough classrooms. So those who were in class D were coming in the afternoon. Especially in standard 1. And those who are doing well are in class A and B are coming in the morning. Yeah. So there was all that kind of thing. And so this practice is something we are all familiar with. And the university, we say it's a people issue. It is good to applaud. It's good to acknowledge those who do well. So this, we have been doing it annually to celebrate our performance. And that's why we are here. We are going to sign the contract, and that's why I think those tables are there, placed there by Dr. Grace Kiringa. Where is she? She's the one who has been leading with her team to acknowledge them and applaud them. Grace Kiringa. Is she here? Where is she? Eh? Ah, okay. You know, I was wondering where you are and your team. Yeah. Yeah, proud them. Yeah. So they have been, the ones who have been doing this. We used to go to Tari, to KCB, to Kenya School of Motor, to different places. Now they do it from their desk in the platform that was provided by our ICT, led by Karaoke here. And there, people would carry huge files, huge box files. Now everything online, and they are able to go through them without all this paperwork and determine who got what there. I am very impressed with the results of this year's performance, as they are going to be released shortly. You performed, I think, I don't have complaints. I think the previous one, I had to say this one and that one, I did badly and this. This time, no. Yeah. You can clap for yourselves. So I was given the results, and I'm actually satisfied with the performance generally by all units. Yeah. There are those who performed exemplary, and I just had marked some things here in another book I had, and then this is a new one. Did I have the old one? Let's see. Just a minute. I have it here. Yes, last year we did some special recognition of staff who have done, who went out of their way and did out of the ordinary in terms of not necessarily just doing the duties as given, what is described to you, but going out of your way to do a little more than that. And that you hear, even those you are working with are satisfied. They are not complaining as much because you are ready and available for them. So I thought that I should mention some of those here. We are going to recognize Alice Odingo. I think she spearheaded this document for gender affairs, that policy. And she drove it. At some point I wanted to throw it a little because of the many other things I have. But she did not allow me to rest until we approve it in the UAB. And I think recently we now launched the gender desk as a result of that. And we are going to be involved in all other activities we need to do. I want also to recognize Abdisilam Aga Tuka. Yeah. Tuka also is Tuka is not I think the senior most staff here at Kariuki, isn't it? But here at Central in ICT, he is doing very well. Even sometimes he backstops my ICT guru, that is Brian Logonso. Yeah. Whenever he is not there, he can just say, "Who are you?" I ask him, "Who are you leaving?" He says, "Tuka will be allowed." And I feel okay that Tuka will be there to backstop and ensure everything is done. We have others like Professor Walter Jaoko, yeah, who are doing, in addition to their research, exemplary performance, but also going out of their way to serve. I think they are working with a big team on this UNESCO O3+ program, which has been very, very impactful. Yeah, and this is not within his core mandate of viruses. Yeah. Sidio Professor Ogengo. But he has carried that with pride, yeah, with a lot of pride. And I hope that he is here also, but he's done well. Oh, is he here? Yes, Professor Jaoko, yes. Walter Jaoko, yeah. I remember this other young man, I keep on calling him young man, because he did us proud. That is Jared Ogaro, yeah. Department of Mathematics, yeah? When everybody was complaining about how can you teach engineering online, how can you examine mathematics online, he just said it's possible, that he has been doing it. And he did a software, SOMA, yeah, which is used now here in the university without charging us for the time. I think also with the elections for students, Kariuki, yeah. Yes. And I remember I must have been either, he is here. Where is he? Ah, yes, Jared. Yeah. Excellent. I remember some years back, I'm trying to remember which year it was. Must have been either 2008 or thereabout. I proposed in Senate that we do online elections. At that time, I had been appointed to chair a committee on the Sonu elections. I had spoken to the then director for ICT, Professor Omwega. They has told me it's possible. And then when we were in Senate and I was arguing that, then Professor Mangoha, who was the Vice Chancellor, asked me, are you sure it is possible? Then I said, yes. I talked to Professor Mwenga, and he said it is possible. He said, Mwenga, where are you? Stand up and say whether it's possible. Then Professor Mwenga said, is it possible? Then Professor Mwenga said, I need the decision, then after that I will. How long will it take? I need Senate to decide first, then after that I will say how long I will come back. Then Professor Bagua said, look, he doesn't know. and that agenda just collapsed like that in the Senate, you know. And I had done a lot of background work. I don't know whether you used to be Senate. You were there. Yeah. It was in the Senate report after the Senate elections had collapsed for some time. You remember? And we had gone out and done a very beautiful report arguing that. So, and that, since those years, has been a debate on how can we do elections online. But Ogalo and the others were able to do it. There's leadership there. And now we are doing it. I think even the pension, yeah, also uses the same, yeah. And the others, and the faculties are also doing elections using the same platform. So, asante sana. I think the other one I want to comment is Damaris Kavoy. Damaris Kavoy is not with us, yeah? He left for, I think, Makueni, yeah, as a CEO of finance, yeah, as a head of finance there, what they call the ministers in the county. Damaris Kavoy worked with the ICT, and they worked with our banks to ensure that all our transactions, all our payments are done online, point-to-point payments, yeah. And as a result, we have observed efficiency, effectiveness of doing our transactions, and even saved money out of that process, yeah. Then the last one to acknowledge is Sado Kopore. I don't know whether Opore is here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You know, Opore is in charge of the students' accommodation. That job was done by several professors. Yeah. So there was a director, then the deputy director, which those were professors. Then the SMU managers, who are professors. Yeah. And it was just chaotic there. Chair. So, but I had observed over time that whenever there was a crisis, particularly at the Hill there, and even before I became Vice Chancellor, we will be called by the Vice Chancellor very early in the morning to be there at 6 to see the damage the students have caused, so that we decide on what we need to do. So whenever we reported there, the first person we saw there was Sadok. Yeah. I think he spends there. You sleep there. Yeah. So he'll be able to tell us this is what happened, and then this happened, and this happened. Not the professors. Yeah. It will be Sadok. Yeah. And even the security will be behind him like this. Yeah. I think he was maybe just a hall officer in charge of one of the hall or something. So Sadok, we are proud of you. Yeah. Mm. So yeah. So those are the people I would like to acknowledge today. I think I had marked some other area. Let me see what area I had marked for mentioning. Yes, and also in the best performing units, just to mention a few of you, I think the medical microbiology and immunology has continued to perform excellent throughout. Yeah. Yes. Where is the chair, medical microbiology? Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. That is Anne Mureithi, Dr. Mureithi. Yeah. She has performed even last time. She was excellent, and even this time. And she has very senior member of staff there in that department. And you know, many others, we appoint them as chairmen of department. They have senior people. Then they say they only tell us how those people are difficult. Yeah. And that's why they did not perform, you know. But not for Ankama. How she has managed to create that chemistry. They support her, she supports them, and everything works. That's what we want, yeah, in the university chair. Then Directorate of Information and Communication and Technology has continued to perform excellent. Yeah, ICT. Yeah, karaoke. Yeah, yeah. That is really our anchor department. Yeah, it is good that it is performing well. I don't know where we would be if it was not performing well, because it touches, all our activities in the university. Yeah, we can take it for granted, but I don't know where we would be. Yeah, members of Senate and management. So we appreciate karaoke for being in the forefront, for this. The Dean of Students Office also performed excellent, Kenya and the team, yeah. So Kenya came, I think the Dean of Student Office used to perform a little lackluster, yeah, we must admit, but you have made it more vibrant, and the students can feel the department, which is very, very important. Just continue doing it that manner. I'm just mentioning the one which were excellent, yeah. I don't know whether I've left any excellent one. I have, actually, I have very many very good, yeah. I have very many who have done. I said that generally everybody performed very well. I have generally very many very good. I wanted to mention only those who are excellent, but also to single out the most improved. I think the Department of Biochemistry, yeah. The Department of Biochemistry, it's last time, I think I mentioned it, yeah. As performing very badly on the other side. But they did very well, yeah. This time they are most improved. Also, very nice that our Faculty of Arts and Social Science is a very big faculty, is also most improved. Yeah. It's a very big faculty. Yeah. Obviously, the ICT have not left it where they were before. They have moved ahead and they also improved. But they are playing in their own league. They are excellent, but continue to improve. Don't go back, karaoke. Continue that way with your team. I think just to mention also, finally, the issue of the faculties. The faculty that has performed very well. Let's see, names of people. Yeah, yeah. We'll get this. So you see, the Faculty of Business and Management Science, yeah, did very well. Yeah. And obviously, it's one of those faculty which also gives me a bit of trouble here. Every time saying, module 2 man here first. But it is good when you do this and you're also performing well. Yeah, isn't it? So very well. So I think I'm happy with you. The Faculty of Health Sciences, also up there, yes. Yeah. Very well. Yeah. Yes, yeah. And George Osajo, and before it wasn't performing that well, but it is, you have worked well as a team. I see Professor Wagayo there shaking her head, yeah? And Tieno working very well. And obviously the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. So that's, I think when the faculties work well and the deans lead by example, then we have no problem. I think also if you go like that, the Faculty of Law comes in there, but the others, I said today, I will not be talking about who is last year. Because we have done well. We have done well generally. I think with this then, members, I want to welcome the Chair of Council, Professor Miriam Were, to address us. If we may arise as she comes. Professor.
Please be seated, and thank you very much. Times of success and celebrating success are always great times. So thank you so much, Mr. Vice Chancellor, members of the University Council, University Management and Leadership, all staff of the university, ladies and gentlemen. It's always an exciting time to celebrate something wonderful, like signing contracts which have been successfully negotiated. And also a time of giving awards, like we are going to be doing this afternoon. It always brings to mind our song from Western Kenya, from the Baluya people, Mwana Ambiri. Mwana Ambiri is the front runner. So those of you who are always going to get awards and those of you who are going to receive contracts, you are all Mwana Ambiri, and I celebrate you in being Mwana Ambiri. As Vice has stated, the preparation of these performance contracts, which are about to be signed, is in line with the 19th cycle performance contracting guidelines for the financial year 2022-2023. This also informs the university's corporate performance contract, which was negotiated and vetted by the Ministry of Education on September 15, 2022. And the council was present for that negotiation. I want to believe that the performance contract for the faculties, teaching departments, and central directorates being signed today have been freely negotiated and custodied from the corporate University of Nairobi performance contract for the year 2022-2023. Top leadership and management of the university should therefore respect and accord operational autonomy to the contracted units. In the performance contracts for the financial year 2022-23, government has put emphasis on indicators picked from the medium-term plan 2 of Kenya's Vision 2030. The national policy, national priority projects, post-COVID-19 strategies, Big Four agenda, and the Sustainable Development Goals of Agenda 2063, while also focusing more on outcomes than on the processes. The concern of the government is that public agencies and institutions should ensure that targets progressively reach and or exceed this level set out in national priority projects, Big Four agenda, and Agenda 2063, in order to achieve the development goals of the country. I want to encourage the University of Nairobi staff to give greater attention to the performance indicators on the core mandate. Special focus should be on science, technology, innovation, mainstreaming. Target for such indicators relating to research and dissemination of research findings are not only critical for national development, but also contribute to the good global ranking of the University of Nairobi. As the Vice Chancellor has already mentioned, performance contracting is already institutionalized and embedded in the overall growth and performance strategy of the university. Performance contract signing should thus not be seen as a ritual, but as an important activity. The contracts specify and clarify the roles and responsibilities of the organization and ensure delivery of services by stipulating the intended outputs against each resource inputs. As a tool for performance contract management, and improvement of service, performance contracting should induce the University of Nairobi to be more customer-focused and friendly. It is proven beyond our borders that the right implementation of performance contracts helps organizations to convert, to monitor, to provide feedback, and course correction to strategies for the long-term objectives of their execution. The focus, therefore, should always be on the results and not only on the process. Ladies and gentlemen, let me also take this earliest opportunity to congratulate the staff who have been identified and earmarked to receive awards this afternoon. Staff recognition and rewards is an incentive, not only for those receiving them today, but for those who will receive them next time. So we rejoice with you, we congratulate with you, and we thank you for having earned those recognition. It is my hope that as we continue to implement performance contracts, we shall regularly conduct audits and evaluate the results. In spite of the excellent performance that we have continued to register in this university, we should not allow ourselves to be complacent. I encourage all of us to take every success or failure as a learning experience for further improvement. I conclude my remarks with a quote from the author Ralph Mason. Don't lower your expectations to meet your performance. Rather, raise your level of performance to meet your expectations. But that only applies if your own expectations are high. And I believe that the expectations of all of us here are high, and therefore we shall move our performance to those high expectations. Thank you very much for listening to me, and may God bless each of you.
Yeah, thank you. Let us all please applaud those speakers. Thank you very much indeed. As the chair of the council take her seat, the vice chancellor is going to take her seat. Allow me at this juncture again to recognize our social partners. We really are proud to be amongst amidst us. The staff unions led by UASU, the acting chairperson, Dr. Fred Atto. Wherever you are, please rise. Let's applaud him, please. Thank you. Thank you indeed. We also have KUSU. KUSU officials, are you around with us? Waita and the team, thank you from wherever they are. Please let's applaud them. We also have our KUDEIHA, our social partners KUDEIHA led by George Obiri and the others. Please, let's be outstanding and let's applaud them. Thank you indeed. Yeah, Chair of the Council and the Vice Chancellor, our social partners, really, for this achievement we are having, those are the ones who represent us. We are very happy to be with us today. Now, we are now going to do the signing of the financial year 2022-2023. I'm sure you want to be here next year to be applauded, microbiology and the other team. And therefore, you're now going to do the signing. But before you do so, I'm now going to request Dr. Grace Kiringa to come and take us through the way we are going to sign. And it is going to start with the Vice Chancellor to show us the way. Please let's applaud the Vice Chancellor as he signs. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Kiringa.
Thank you very much, the Master of Ceremony, the Registrar Administration, Mr. Bernard Jogona, and we are here, all of us, to witness the cascading process of the performance contract for the financial year 2022 and 2023. And at the moment, we are seeing now the Chair of Council cascading the corporate performance contract to the Vice Chancellor, and the independent member, Engineer Mushemi, will be the witness. So let's clap for them as they do the signing. Thank you. After the Vice Chancellor, we are going to have the DVC Academic Affairs, and then the Associate Vice Chancellor, RIE, and then the Chief Operations Officer. But I'll be calling upon you to come forward. Then we have now the Chair of Council to present the signed performance contract to the Vice Chancellor. And Engineer Mushemi will also witness on the same. Bindi, you can assist, Registrar. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll be giving quarterly report to the Chair of Council. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vice Chancellor. Now we invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs to come forward and sign his performance contract with the Vice Chancellor, and the Chair of Council will witness. So this is part of the cascading process, whereby now the VC is cascading the performance contract he has just signed with the council, and now he's cascading it to the divisions. So he's starting with the DVC Academic Affairs. Once it is done, the Vice Chancellor will present the PC to the DVC Academic Affairs for implementation. Then I will request the Associate Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Enterprise to come forward also and sign a performance contract. So the Chair of Council will continue witnessing the signing of the division ends. So Chair, please, stay with us. Just take your seat, please. So now is the AVC RI also signing a performance contract. As I mentioned, we are witnessing the cascading process, which even all of us after signing, we also need to go and cascade to our staff. Thank you very much. The VC again also will present the PC to the Associate Vice Chancellor RI for implementation. And as they do that, please, Chief Operations Officer, come forward also and sign yours with the Vice Chancellor. And they be countersigned by the Chair of Council. Thank you, AVC, for coming. So, I think it's coming. After we are done with the divisions, we have sampled a few deans who are going to sign, and the rest of the deans will sign their PCs administratively due to the time factor. So now is the Chief Operations Officer also signing his performance contract. So the deans we have is Faculty of Law, Professor Win Kamau, then should be followed by Dean Faculty of Education, and then Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, and Dean Faculty of Agriculture. I hope we are all in the room. Yeah. So I request Vice Chancellor again, you hand over the performance contract to Chief Operations Officer for implementation, and witnessed by our Chair of Council, Professor Miriam Wede. Thank you. And I would also now invite the DVC, Academic Affairs, to come forward, because he's the immediate supervisor of the deans. So he's going to sign performance contract with the deans, and then it will be countersigned by the Vice Chancellor. So now I will request Chair of Council to take a seat, and thank you very much, Chair of Council. So we'll start with Professor Win Kamau. Please come forward, and she'll be followed by Professor Karai, and Professor Kerubo, and Professor Moses Nyangito. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. So we are witnessing now the DVC Academic Affairs cascading his performance contract to the Dean, Faculty of Law, and the Vice Chancellor is the witness. Thank you so much, Professor Inkamau. So the DVCAA will hand over the PC to the Dean, and the VC will also join them in the photo session. Thank you very much. Professor Kalai, please. Then Professor Ronita Kerumbo, please, you can come, so that we can save time. Professor Moses Nyangito, are you around? All right. Oh, he's there. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. For the subboard department, we are having a Department of Plant Science and Crop Protection. We have a Department of Library and Information Sciences, Department of Architecture, Department of Business Administration, Department of Physical Education and Sports, and Department of Environmental and Biosystem Engineering. So the DVC is handing over the performance contract for implementation by the Dean. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology. Thank you very much. So the DVC will hand over the signed PC to the Dean for implementation. Normally the 2 copies, 1 copy stays with the PC holder, and then, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then the other PC remains with our office, so that when we come to do evaluation, we have a signed copy, and also you have another signed copy. After the Dean has finished signing, we also require the Chair of Department, Plant Science and Crop Protection, Professor James Modhomi. The one coming. Thank you, Professor. Then after Professor Modhomi, we'll have Dr. Dorothy Jiraine. Yes, I've seen her. Thank you, Dorothy. Then Department of Architecture, Architecture Musau. So you'll follow that order. Thank you. Yeah, the DVC is handing over to the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, for implementation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dean. And I will request that you don't go back, Dean. Take your seat so that now you sign with the chair. I hope Professor Mudhomi, I hope is in the Faculty of Agriculture. Yeah, so he's going to sign with the Dean, and then it will be signed by the DVC AA, and then the VC will countersign. So we are going to add another chair here. So the four of them will be involved in the implementation process of that performance contract. So it is the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, cascading the PC to the chair of the department. So he's the immediate supervisor of the chair. Then the DVC also oversees the Dean, and the VC is also in that circle of implementation. So all of them will append their signatures in that performance contract. So for the Department of Library and Information Science, I will request the Dean, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences to come forward. Then for the Department of Architecture, the Dean, Faculty of Build and Design also to come forward. So thank you very much. So now is the Dean handing it over to the chair of the department. Professor Nyangito, please. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Dean, and thank you, Chair. Dr. Jeraine now is the one going to sign now with the Dean, and also the DVC and the VC will countersign. As they sign, Architect Musau, please come forward. If you are in the room, please. And your Dean, Professor Rairak. She's there. Oh, thank you, Prof. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now the Dean, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, will hand over the PC to the chair for implementation. Thank you. So much. So we have now Architect Musau and the Dean also signing their performance contract. And then we have the Department of Business Administration. So the Dean, Professor Njia, and the Chair, Dr. Florence Muindi, to also come forward to save time. Thank you. Dr. Monai, are you around? All right, so you will be next with your Dean. Then we'll have Dr. Mbuge, Professor Mbuge, and the Dean, Faculty of Engineering also. Thank you very much. So now the Dean will also hand over the PC to the Chair of the Department for implementation. Thank you, Dean. The next is now Department of Business Administration, and the Dean, the DVC, and also the Vice Chancellor. Then we'll have the last three departments. Department of Mathematics, Professor Rukitero, I hope you are also in the room. Then we have Department of Public Health and Pharmacology and Toxicology, Dr. Joshua Unono. And then we'll have Department of Gynecology, Professor Eunice Cesare. I hope you're also with us. The Dean is there, so I hope also the Chair is with us. Thank you. Thank you. Now it's handing over for implementation. Is the Dean handing over to the Chair, and with the support of the DVC and the Vice Chancellor in the implementation. You can't do it alone. You need support from all the offices. Thank you very much. Dr. Monai now, and the Dean, Professor Karai. Then we'll have now the Professor Mbuge and Professor Gitau. So the chair also needs to go on the ground and cascade to the other members of staff, the lecturers, the non-teaching staff. Everybody needs to be in this process or this cycle of the performance contract. In that document, we have publications, we have webinars, we have many indicators which need to be cascaded. So now we witness the handing over from the dean to the chair of the department. Thank you very much, Dean. So Professor Mbuge and the Dean, please take your seat. Department of Mathematics is ready. Then Department of Public Health, Pharmacology and Toxicology. I hope you're also getting ready. The Dean, I hope your chair is in the room also. Yeah, okay. And then Department of Gynecology. Professor Eunice Cheserem. Oh, she's there. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. So everybody's in. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the Dean is handing over to the chair of the Department of Environment and Biosystems. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we have now Department of Mathematics with the Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, also signing their performance contract. So as a Department of Planning and Performance Management, just repeating myself again, this is the far we go in terms of cascading the performance contract. In that line of teaching, the dean, the chair. So now it's the responsibility of the chair now to cascade it downwards. We don't have PCs with the lecturers. We don't have PCs with the other staff. It is now your responsibility to do the rest. Thank you. So now the dean is handing over to the chair for implementation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Public health, I think. Thank you, Dean. So now the last one will be Faculty of Health Sciences And then we'll go now to central units. We have selected 3 central units. We have finance, library and information system services, and university health services. And the rest of the PCs will also be signed and administratively. So, Mr. Kimeri, you are there? Okay. Angela Momo? Okay, okay, then Dr. Muya? I think, oh, she's there. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ari. Thank you. So the handing over for implementation, Dean handing it over to the chair of the department. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chair. The Dean of Health Sciences, please come forward. And the Chair, Professor Eunice. For Central Directorates, I will request our Director Library and Information Services to come forward, please. The DVC Academic Affairs will cascade it to you and then countersigned by the Vice Chancellor. So now the Dean is handing over to the Chair of the Department for implementation. So I request the DVC just to stay with us to cascade the PC to the Director Library. VC, you are still with us. You are still with us, yeah. You will countersign it, please. Library and Information Services, after the governance reforms, is under the DVC Academic Affairs. Previously, it was under the Associate Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation, and Extension. So that's why the DVC is signing the PC with the Director. So after they sign, I'll request also the Chief Operations Officer to come forward so that he can sign with the Director Finance and the Director UHS. Thank you. So Mr. Kemeri, please come forward to save time. And also, Dr. Muya is sitting very far. Maybe, Dr. you can also come forward. Thank you. So under central unit, there are those units which are under the Vice Chancellor, there are those which are under the COO, and there are those which are under the DVCAA. So now the DVC academic is handing it over to Director, Library and Information Services for implementation. Thank you, Director, for accepting to sign. Thank you so much. So Director Finance and then the Chief Operations Officer. So the Chief Operations Officer will hand over the PC to the Acting Director of Finance for implementation. Then we request now the Director UHS to also come forward. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So this will be the final PC to be signed here physically. The rest will be signed administratively, and we are going to guide on how we are going to do it. Yeah. And we expect also quarterly reports from you. And at the end of the year, we also want evidence to show that you indeed implemented the indicators in the performance contract. I think that's where we differ, our office and your office. When we start demanding for a lot of evidence, and you say that you did it, but we want to see. So we hope this year you are going to have all evidence ready when we come on the ground for evaluation. And as the Vice Chancellor said, the last performance contract was good. You did very well. Everybody almost got good and above, which is 70% and above. And I think for the university, 70% and above is a distinction. Is an A. So we performed very well. But in the performance contract guidelines, 70 to 100, it is good. Then 100 to 130 is very good. Then 130 to 200 is when you get an excellent score. Yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah, you're witnessing. Thank you so much, Daktari. It's for implementation. Thank you very, very much, VC, for your patience. Thank you so much, ends of divisions, for everything. Now we are going to the next session of the program. So I request the Master of Ceremony to come forward, Mr. Bindi. Thank you very much for your patience.
You agree with me that Dr. Kirenga and the team deserve another round of praise. Thank you very much, Dr. Kirenga. Now we have signed the financial year 2022-23 performance contracts. Sasa kazi ianze. Now, this is the time we have all been waiting for, the official release of the financial year 2021-2022 performance contract. We now want to know how the results and how we did it, and this we would be requesting the Vice Chancellor to be on standby and put some more energy because you'll be here for quite some time now. Thank you. Now, may I now request Dr. Kiringa to come, the Director, Planning and Performance Management, to actually do the release, the official release of the financial year 2021-2022 performance contract results to the Vice Chancellor. I would request now the Chair of the Council, kindly please join us at the podium. Mr. Vice Chancellor, please join us to the podium. Thank you. And now, the results for the financial year 2021-2022 performance contract are now being presented to the Vice Chancellor. Yeah, let's clap. Who will be able to take a photo moment with the Chair of the Council. Please present. Thank you. Let's please give a lot of appreciation. The Chair of the Council will now return the results to the Vice Chancellor, who will now in turn now present them to the DVC Academic Affairs, the AFC Research, Innovation and Enterprise, and the Acting Chief Operations Officer. Let's give them a lot of appreciation as they come to receive. May I also request Engineer Mushemi, the independent member of the council, to please join us at the podium. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. You may want now to hand them one by one. The first copy to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs, so that he can appreciate how we did it. Please, let's give a lot of appreciation to the team. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I want the results, give the results to the AVC, RIE, Professor Magnus Hutchinson. A lot of appreciation. Thank you. The Vice Chancellor is requesting the Chair of the Council and the dependent member be here. Thank you. Thank you. The results now being handed over to the CEO, COO, Mr. Brian Auma. Thank you. Thank you. I'm reminded that even the council is also at a performance contract, so they need to know how we are performing. Thank you. Mr. Vice Chancellor, please, you could give to the professor, to Engineer Mushemi. Engineer Mushemi, thank you. Let's now, please, let's put our hands together for. Now, what you see there are the results. And it's now my distinguished president, thank you very much indeed. We are now going to request that the Vice Chancellor to remain. Exactly, so he's been taken through step by step what it means. And I can tell you it was excellent, excellent. Let's please put our hands together again for all of us. Exactly. Thank you. If you have 3.4, you have actually failed. So, thank you. As you can see, the team now is very happy with the results, and this because all the hard work for all of you over here. Please give yourself yet another round of appreciation for yourself. Thank you. Mr. Vice Chancellor, thank you. Allow me now, Mr. Vice Chancellor, we would request the Chair of the Council to take her seat. Yes, thank you. And the other members, you'll be left here with the independent member of the Council, Mr. Vice Chancellor, to be able now to award the foreign members, the other members. Thank you. The DVC, AVC, COO, please join the Vice Chancellor. We are now going to start with the most improved faculty. The most improved faculty is Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, who scored a very good composite of 2.9. Let's give them a clap. The third most performing faculty, rank number 3. Again, it was the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Let's give them a clap. So he's going to receive 2 trophies. Thank you. Makofi sasa kwa wadau. And also for best performing faculty number 3, Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Please, let's put our hands together for the team. Position number 2 with 2.77291. Very good. Faculty of Health Sciences. Faculty of Sciences. Yeah, the deans. Where are the actual deans? Yeah, please come together. Join their dean. Thank you. Let's give them a clap. And faculty and position number 1. Position number 1. Thank you. This faculty. Thank you. Let's all clap for our team members now. Asante. Thank you. Faculty number 1, best performing faculty with a composite score of 2.7506. Very good. Faculty of Business and Management Sciences. Thank you. Thank you. Please keep clapping until they come up to the podium. Asante. Thank you. The business done everybody proud. Asante sana. Yes, I can see the Ashet Dean is also not left behind. Thank you. Thank you. We shall now go. Let's put our hands together for the team. The best performing teaching departments. Department number 3 with a composite of 2.6. Very good. Department of Physics. Physics, that is good. Thank you very much. Please, you may take your seat. Best performing teaching department number 3, Department of Physics. Please, let's clap for them. Okay, best performing department number 3, Department of Physics. Best performing teaching department, department number 2, with a composite of 2.541. Very good. Department of Clinical Studies. Thank you, Department of Clinical Studies. Thank you. As they prepare, we will be going to number 1, Best Performing Teaching Department, with a composite of 2.3. Excellent. Department of Medical, Microbiology, and Immunology. That's Clinical Studies. Thank you very much. Thank you. Then Medical, Biomicrobiology, and Immunology. Most improved department, with a composite of 2.7%. Very good. Department of Biochemistry. Thank you. Best performing Central Departments. Number 3, Directorate of Corporate Affairs. Best performing Central Departments, number 3, Director of Corporate Affairs, 2.8, very good. Number 2, Dean of Students and Career Services, excellent. Best performing Central Director is number 3. The deputies to the Dean of Students, Naomi and Lucy, please come to the podium. Thank you. Best performing Central Director is number 3, Director of Corporate Affairs. Very good. Number 2, Dean of Students and Career Services. Excellent. Director of Information, Communication and Technology, 2.0 composite score. Excellent. And most improved Central Directorate, Director of Information, Communication and Technology. Thank you. I'm sure that the Director ICT would require some assistance. He has so many trophies to carry. Okay, thank you, Dr. Mr. Mushina and the team. Tuka and the rest, please join your director. Best performing Central Director, number 1, Director of ICT. Most improved Central Directorate, Directorate of ICT. Best overall performing unit, Central Unit, Directorate of ICT. Thank you, thank you. Please, let's put again our hands together for this ICT. ICT. Thank you. Yeah, I can see every ICT want to come. You could even come virtually. You still be with that. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, I can see with the work. Thank you. Asante. Thank you. The best, that is the best overall performing unit, Director of Information, Communication and Technology. Please, let's put us together. Asante. Thank you very much. I can see the smile on Dr. Kipto, thank you. And thank you. The staff, we shall now go to the Figure Staff Performance Awards. And we shall start with the Faculty of Agriculture. Yes, teaching staff. Number 3, with a composite. Oh, yes, I'm advised that we could start with the research and teaching. Yeah, just a minute here. You know, we need to take me pole. Yeah. Nilikuwa nimeandikiwa yangu sasa acha nisome ingine. Excellent. This is very good. Now, you know, the university command it is what? Teaching, learning, and research, and community service. But we shall now start here with the top researchers. Now, here are they. Number 4, with a weighted score out of 10, the person scored 9.80. Please give that clap. And you can guess who that person was. During COVID, I'm sure you all had the face of COVID, isn't it? Dr. Royce Obajo. Yeah, please keep clapping until she comes. Oh, look at, yeah, please let's keep clapping for her. That is now from the clinical medicine and therapeutics. Dr. Royce Obanjo with a weighted score out of 10 and scored 9.80%. They also tied with somebody whom we all know very well. Yes, somebody who has been here before. And we all know what is environmental and biosystem engineering, who scored again 9.8%. Engineer Professor Duncan Obunge. Duncan Buge. Thank you, who had also 9.8. Yeah, please keep clapping until Buge, Dr. Professor, he comes here. I'm actually admitted that he has actually been titles, engineer, professor, doctor, because he's also a PhD holder, registered, you know, that is it. Engineer, doctor, professor, Duncan O. Buge, 9.8%. He tells me that he's coming from his leave. Yes, thank you very much indeed. A clap for him again. And now we have two who have tied, who had a composite weighted score of 10.0 out of 10. And both of them, I will read the first one. Professor George Abong, Food Science, Nutrition and Technology. Followed by Professor Walter Jaoko, Medical Microbiology and Immunology. Wow, please keep clapping until they come. Iendele. Thank you. Thank you. Professor George Abong Diawuyo. Yes, you'll be telling us more about the foods that you are taking on and how to remain healthy and the way he is. Please just give him a clap for that. And somebody else who has been able to take through us the issues of viruses and all that, Professor Walter Jaoko. Thank you. And now, thank you. As they arrange themselves, as you keep clapping now, you would better hear this. Please clap, or I will not say who it is. Please clap. Aha. We now have the teacher of the year. And it is only possible only one. Now, let's see who it is. But fortunately, they have actually tied. Position number 2. No, number 3. Professor Ayubu Getao, Environmental and Biosystem Engineering, 9.5. And they tied with Professor Stephen Motuli, Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering, 9.5. Is Professor here? Our old grad professor, somebody should be able to pick for him, surely. Where are the mechanical engineers also in the house to come and pick for Professor? Is the chairman here? Oh yeah, Professor Rading, engineer. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, please let's clap for Professor Motuli, represented by Professor Engineer Rading. And number 2, from the Department of Agricultural Economics with a composite of 9.6 out of 10. Wow. Dr. Evans Chimoita. Thank you. We have the chairman here. Please come and pick on his behalf. Is the chairman in? Yes, the chair, the dean. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. And as he comes to pick for number 2, then we have now, you know, in university we teach education, and guess what? The best overall teacher of the award goes to 9.8. Department of Education Foundations, Dr. Daniel Kakunga. Yeah, please let's clap for Kakunga, accompanied by the chairman of the department. Accompanied by the chair of the department. Thank you indeed. Thank you. You recognize the chair of the council and the vice chancellor and the management have decided now to give another special recognition of, special recognition. Because now you may not be very good researchers like some of us, but somehow, I'm trying to see where my name is here. Oh yeah, it is. Now, the Vice Chancellor has recognized one who has demonstrated the core values of commitment and care through connecting and responding to the needs of the others. Imagine, and who is that? None other than the horse manager, Zadok Opole. Yeah, please, let's keep clapping for Mr. Opole. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As he comes in, we have 3 members of staff who have demonstrated the core value of commitment through teamwork and innovativeness and acting in the best interest of the university. Thank you. Please let's clap for them. Number 3, demonstrating the core value of commitment through teamwork and innovativeness and acting in the best interest of the university. Damaris Kavoy, Acting Director, Finance. Mr. Kimeri, please come and speak on behalf of your colleague. As you have heard, she has been promoted, now she is a minister. Just before you clap, not just a minister of finance. Please give a clap for that. Kwa hivyo, Vice Chancellor, I think our cash flow will definitely now improve. And those are now signs of good things to come. Thank you. Let's give us a clap. Number 2, one who has sort of demonstrated that one is from the Department of Mathematics, Dr. Gerard Ogaro. I'm sure with the calculus and all that simulation, equation, I'm sure things will be okay. Let's give clap to Dr. Ogaro. And one who has also not relented in ensuring that he is keeping the viruses away from us. From the medical microbiology and immunology, Dr. Professor Walter Jaoko. Yeah, please let's keep clapping for Professor Jaoko as he comes. You can imagine, I'm told here now it is a virus-free atmosphere. When they see Jaoko, they run away. Thank you very much indeed. Now, as the guy in charge of viruses comes in, then we have some guys, 2 of them here, who have done us proud. One who has demonstrated the core value of commitment through volunteerism and acting in the best interest of the university. The one who is even making sure that we are all connected here. And that none other than Tuka. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the other names, if I attempt to mention them, I'm going to eat my tongue. So let me just call him Agatuka. Bwana Agatuka is the senior ICT officer, now in charge of Central, and he has done us proud. I'm sure you all know this gentleman, isn't it? Yeah, please can you give him another round of applause. Thank you. Escorted by the director. Thank you very much, Mr. Tuka. Asante sana. Onyesha picha yako huko juu. Hata hiyo, yeah, thank you, thank you. Asante. I'm sure today you are going to sleep a very happy man. Okay, thank you very much indeed. And number 1, the best person now again who has demonstrated the core value of commitment through volunteering and acting the best interest of the university from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, who have ensured that we are all safe wherever we do. And you have also been mentioned again by the Vice Chancellor, the one who led issues to do with especially gender-based violence. And you know, wanaume hapa, now we have somebody who is now going to help us. Professor Dr. Alice Odingo. Thank you. Let's keep clapping for Alice. Professor Dr. Alice Odingo. She has really done us proud. She has done us proud, and we are so happy for that. And recently, of course, you know now, the only university which has now a gender violence desk is a University of Nairobi. Please, let's give ourselves a clap for that. Yeah, Mr. Vice Chancellor, the ambassador of Kenya, you know, to UNESCO, Ambassador Bosire sent his regards because of all this. Let's give ourselves yet another clap for that. Thank you. We've already done the top 3 best performing and most improved faculties. We will now go to the specific staff performance awards. And I will now start with the Faculty of Agriculture. Dr. Kirenga, with your permission, may I proceed? Permission granted? Thank you. Now, I wish now to continue now. Number 3 is from Plant Science and Crop Protection, who had exemplary. And this is Dr. William Maina Moiro. Please give a clap. Number 2, from the same faculty, Professor Paul N. Kimani. And number 1, Professor Michael Wandanyi Okoth. In the same department, you keep clapping until I stop talking, eh? Yeah. Yeah, in the non-teaching department, grades 5 to 15, from Plant Science and Protection, number 3, Esther Mudhoni Waribo. Number 2, Mr. Wire Kibet Chebi. And number 1, Mr. Ross Paul Ongaro. Grades 2 to 4, number 3, Francis Mwanzia Mutua. Francis Dongo Kivera. And number 1, Virginia Nyakioru Chege. Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, teaching staff. Number 3, Department of Economics and Development Studies, Dr. Mureithi Moses Kenyanjui. Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, thank you. Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, we will start with the Department of Economics and Development Studies. Number 3, Dr. Mureithi Moses Kenyanjui. Number 2, Dr. Bonvas Nzuve Wambua. And number 1, Professor Tabitha Kereti Nganga Wagithi. Non-teaching staff in the same the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Number 5, Francis Jage Kori. David Gedenji Wanjui. Wendo Cherono Chebi. Number 2, Lecho Musenja Mwambu. And number 1 in that category from history and archaeology, Mr. Philip Kifati Mutunga. Grades 2 to 4. Number 3, Humphrey Nginya. Number 2, Efan Karemi Washiori. And number 1 is Purity Bandi Jero Linguistics and Languages. Let's give them a clap as they come in. That's a very strong team. Exemplary, and actually about 5 excellent. Thank you very much indeed for that performance. Yes, we go to the Faculty of Built Environment, and I will start with the teaching staff. Number 3 is Dr. Murigo. Dr. Murigo, please let's give a clap. Number 2, Elizabeth Wamushiro. And number 1 is Anthony Laloir, Department of Architecture, with a composite score of 9.8, exemplary. Please let's give a clap for the architect. For non-teaching staff in that faculty, grades 5 to 15, number 7, Benedicta Wairimu Akamba. You know, if you don't clap, they also not clap for you, isn't it? Higher. Patricia Mumbi Munene. Number 5, Amalia N. Gashwiri. Number 4 is Mr. Yashik Berek Karama. Number 3, Francis M. Mutura. Number 2, Stephen Dungomogo. And number 1, Joseph Muasia Nzue. Let's all give a round of appreciation. Grade 1 to grade 4 in the same department. Number 3, Victor Kisigori Odego. Faith Wamboi Kibe. Amos Mogo Mudiri. Department of Business and Management Sciences. Teaching staff, number 5, Professor Wainena Geturo. Dr. Kenneth Ogola. Professor Cyrus Iraya Mwangi. Professor Josiah O. Adunda. And number 1, Dr. Winnie Iminza Nyabute. Non-teaching staff, number 6. And they had actually tied, 7 of them had actually tied with 97 points. So they are on number 2s. Michael Karaoke Kibuti. Jane Karemi Moturi. Esther Wangoi Gedae. Ruth Wangoi Gedenji. And Philip Macau Mukola. And number 1 with 100% exemplary, Leonard Mue Musyoka. In the same faculty, grades 2 to 4, Brigade Koki Kitonyi, Caroline Akinyi Omolo, Joseph Mola Tanei Obati. Thank you, thank you. Now we go to the Faculty of Education. Please, may you all now proceed in the following order. Teaching staff. Number 3, Professor Jane Shiamuri Gatumo. Justus Okeo Inyaga Professor. And number 1, Professor Dorothy Dunge Chalo. The non-teaching staff, grade 5 to 15, Purity Kairudhi Kalani, Monica Agunda, Everett Karemi Mulilo, grades 2 to 4, Sylvia Mitu Gaita, Celine Anyango Otieno, Susan Wangulu Wamai. Yeah, let's keep clapping as they come over to the podium. Thank you. You have all made us proud. Thank you. I feel happy. I'm associated with that faculty for many years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a stunning performance. Thank you. Let's put our hands together again for the team. As we now invite the Faculty of Engineering to prepare themselves in the following order. The teaching staff, number 3, Abraham Mutunga Nyete, Doctor. Professor Eraija Kimngetichi Biama, and Dr. John Paul Obiero. Thank you indeed. From the same faculty, grade 5 to 15 in the following order, non-teaching staff. This is engineering. Number 4, Mr. Robert Mwangi Madenge. Fresia Anyango Kebuye. Harrison Njero Ndhiga. And number 1, Stanley Omucheni Matende. Please let's give them a clap. Those are from the Department of Geospatial and Space Technology. Thank you very much indeed. In the same faculty, grades 1 to 4, Efren Omukule Etiang, Haron Onkudi Nyaveri, Duncan Mwangi Mburu. Did I hear some crap over there? Yes, thank you. Charity Kwamboka Onsongo. And number 1, Maureen Muguleweru. Now, we will now go to the Faculty of Health Sciences. Professor, are you around? Dean, We will now start with the grade 1, grade 2 to 4. Grade 2 to 4, number 3, Veronica Mudhike Kimiru. Thank you. Yeah, please keep clapping. Yes. David Mwaura Horo. Mishak Odiabo Onyango. Grades 5 to 15 in the Faculty of Health Sciences, Karen Awiri Odhiambo. Karen Awor Awiri. Is she there? Oh, please let's give her a clap. Thank you. Beatrice Joki Gedoi. Martin Boori Kavuria. And number 1, Alice Nangaruchiri. Excellent. Now, I'm sure there's somebody here who would want to have a security because of the mini. Okay, fine. It's okay. Now, Faculty of Health Sciences, the teaching department, now here you have to prepare yourself for the great thing that is now coming, So as we wait now, let's first of all clear the team that is here. This is now God's doing, When you see members of staff now happy with the council, with the Vice Chancellor, the team, just saying that we are happy to be together, to come and celebrate our own. And I like the challenge that the Vice Chancellor gave us. Next time we will be here. They are now representing us. We feel part and parcel of this. We are so happy. Actually, our Christmas will not have come earlier. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor and the Chair of the Council and the Council members. Thank you. Thank you, Mudea. Yeah, thank you. Let's keep clapping for our members here. Thank you. Remember, we all work as a team, Yes, we all work as a team. Because together, everybody achieves more. Yeah, thank you. Faculty of Health Sciences, grade 1 to grade 4, grade 2 to 4, Veronica Mudhike Kemiru, David Mwaura Horo, Meshak Odhiambo Onyango, Karen Awor Awire, Beatrice Joki Gedoi, Martin Buuri Kavuria, and Alice Nanga Ruchiri. Now the teaching staff now, number 3, with 9.65, exemplary, Dr. Margaret Gono Oluka. Please let's give a high for her. Yeah, thank you. Can somebody assist her to come down slowly? Hello? Please assist her to come over. Can you? Yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah, please, can you keep clapping for until she gets here? Yeah, fortunately, she's in the right departments there. She'll be taken care of, okay? Now, also from the Department of Pharmacy, Professor Anastasia Nkadagwantai. Thank you. When you hear pharmacy, You think Guantai, isn't it? Please give a clap again for her. Thank you very much, Professor Anastasia Guantai. And number one, the one and the only one, Professor Walter Jaoko. As he comes in, Faculty of Law, non-teaching staff, grade 5 to 15. Joseph Masharia Waigwe. Kesia Wamboi Mbogua. And number one is Rose Rida Amond Aduda. Teaching staff, number 3, Dr. Kenneth Mutuma. Number 2, Dr. Evanson Jaramba. It is you. He is even surprised. Please give him a clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And number 1, Professor Collins Odote. Please let's put our hands together for the team. From the Faculty of Science and Technology, grades 1 to grade 4, Chalo Kironzo, Department of Chemistry. Please let's give a clap. Andrew Keplimo Chumba and Isabella Kerubo Nyangechi. Grade 5 to 15, number 3, Caroline Makandi. Hey, let's hear a clap there. Rosalind Josephine A. Mbaraza. And number 1, Daniel Wambua Mutua. The teaching staff in the Faculty of Science and Technology, number 3, Professor Nathaniel Ndegwa Gichuki. Professor Daniel Olago. And number 1, Professor Patrick Guge O. Weke. Is Professor Weke around? Thank you very much indeed. That's the Faculty of Science and Technology. Thank you. We will proceed. Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. Grade 1, grade 2 to 4, Miss Mary Dulo Nzioki. Samo Kimondo Muchina. And number 1, Morris O. Ochola. Non-teaching staff, Peter Irongo Maguta, Robert Martin Kayo Suma, and number 1 is Dr. Johnson Dohio Getahi. For the teaching staff, Professor George Chege Gitao, Professor Paul Gechohi Mbudia, and number 1 is Lawrence Cheriot Bet, Animal Production. Thank you. Yeah, welcome, please. Asante, Professor Dohio, Dr. Dohio, and the others. Asante. Department of, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, grade 2 to 4, Morris Ochora, Samuel Kemondo, and Mary Duru Nzioki. Non-teaching staff, Peter Irongo, Robert Martin Suma, and Dr. Johnson Dohio Gitahi. Teaching staff, George Chega Gitao, Paul Gichohi Budia, and Dr. Lawrence Cheriot Bet. Mr. Vice Chancellor, now in the chair of the council, we now go to the Central Directorate. And I'll start with Academic Department. Academic Department 2 to 3, Helen A. Oduor. Please let's clap for our friends. Dedan G. Bogua and Donald Odiek Juma. Thank you. Bogwa, you come and greet other people. Thank you. Congratulations later. Thank you. Asante. Thank you very much indeed. Grade 5 to 15. Number 4, Catherine Wangai Njui. Catherine Wangai Njue. Susan Koske. Number 3, Esther Wanjiro Wangoi. And number 1, Sintwin Mukongari. Thank you. Yeah, please be sorting out for administration. Department of Administration 2 to 3, 2 to 4, number 1 is Agre Goe Givai. Agre Goe Givai. Wow. Agre Goe Givai, thank you. Please let's clap for Givai. Asante, thank you. He's one of our office assistants in the Office of the Registrar Administration. So you need to know him. Now, grade 5 to 15, in the Department of Administration, Jacinta Mwarenzaro. Jacinta Mwarenzaro from the Office of the Registrar again, and Mr. Harrison Shimanyi Akara. Akara, did we make it? Yeah, may I request Sawa, is Mr. Sawa around? Yeah, please go and, oh, Akara, please let's give a clap for Mr. Akara. It's a guy who does with all the relation matters at the university. Thank you very much, Bwana Akara, even for taking time to be with us. Asante sana. Yeah, please let's keep clapping. And the one who also scored 96, the secretary to the registrar there, Naomi Wangoi Kamwana. Please let's give a clap as number 1, eh? Naomi, thank you, thank you. Asante. So you just clap for, I want to go back there, you know. I may not have a place to go back to if you don't clap for her, okay? Thank you, Asante. In the Office of the Associate Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation, and Enterprise, grade 5 to 15. Number 3, the one and only one, Anna Maria Akot Bahaga. Number 2, Joycephine Odongo Mandala. And number 1, very quiet, but very efficient, John Mwangi Maina. I'm even not sure whether he will want to come here. Maina, are you around? You see, he's even coming slowly. Maina, at least now today you can walk a bit faster. Nobody's going to ask you. You can even shout and even hi. Why don't wapugie mkono? Ukienda, thank you. Yeah, from the Office of the Chief Operations Officer, grade 2 to 4, Mr. Kizito Baraza Okongo. Wow, wow, where is Baraza? Yes, Baraza, wabugie mikono ukifanya namna hii. Hey, thank you. Asante, thank you. Yeah, he's the guy in charge of all the office, yeah, assistants there, okay? Now, grade 5 to 15, Gladys Mumbu Andolo. Now, where is that? Mumbua, where are you? If she's not there, can the chair please speak for her if she's not there? And this is from your department. Yeah, please clap for her in absentia. And the person who was number 4 is David Geshure Chege himself. Please clap for him. Rispa Wadheri Karaoke. Wow, is Rispa in? Wow. Yes, our office executives there, okay? Miss Joyce Wanja Njoroge. Wanja, wow. Excellent. And number 1, Elsa Athiambo Ouma. Please just clap for him, for her. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We now go to the Dean of Students and Career Services, grade 2 to 4, Sylvester Getonga Anjiro. Wow. Sylvester Getonga Anjiro. Getonga, you are there. Siwapugia mkono wa kuone. Yes. Thank you. Grade 5 to 15, Dr. Pamela Musila Lujalu. Wow, Pamela, thank you. Caroline M. Imbai. Is Caroline there? Sister Caroline Kathira Mkulunga. Is the sister there? Wow, si wabariki kidogo. Wabarikiwe, Asanti, hata munaiba, wambarikiwe. Wambarikiwe. You see? She can, yeah, please let us also the strip pocket. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Peter. Oh, this is not Mr. Somebody made a mistake. Reverend Father Peter Kaiwangogi. Oh, apologies for that. Thank you, thank you. Father Kaiwa, wabariki pia unapotembea. Asante sana, thank you. Naomi Mambera Nyaboga. And number 1 is Ruse Jiomba Gekundi. Asante, that is a very strong team. We now go to the Director of Corporate Affairs. Okay, these ones you can hear them all the time. And the person behind that is Simeon Gadege Murithi. Wapi yeye? Yeah, where is Murithi? Murithi dia huyo. Wapugie mkono ndio wakuone pia. He writes a lot. You don't hear him, but he writes a lot, okay? That's a guy who was able to score excellent, okay, in that department. Then we go to the department now, courtesy of where you are seated. You are feeling very comfortable. Facility management. And trust me, they have improved, isn't it? The grounds are good, including even the washrooms. Yes, I'm sure we can do better. But so far, we are there, okay? Now, grade 5 to 15, number 1, Andrew Ketuo Mboko. Edward Iviria. And Gradwin Jerry Gadhuma. Thank you, thank you. Facility, you are doing a good job. Remember, you are everywhere, including even Ramu. Yes. Grade 2 to 4, Dishon Odiabo Oluoch. Cecilia Njeri Kiri. And Joyfrey M. Gesheru. Yeah, thank you, Gesheru. Athiambo Oluoch. Thank you. Kerry, Jerry, and also Gesheru. Now, we now go to the Department of Finance, Matua Besha. Number 3, Beatrice Waruguru Mwangi. Why is Beatrice? Beatrice? Is Beatrice there? Oh, she's not there. Where is she? Oh, Beatrice. Oh, thank you. You know, many people don't talk a lot, eh? Yeah? Caro Candy Joseph. Eunice Mudeo Mutave. Wow. You can see a very good gender representation there, isn't it? Now, we go to HR department, Department of HR. We've not had HR for so many, now we are there, isn't it? Yeah? Asante, sasa wasikize ndio hawa. Yeah? Grade 2 to 4. Number 3, Joseph Sigei Seronei. Is Sigei there? Wow, wow, that is Sigei for you, eh? Excellent, Sigoi. Paul Jogona Kongo. No relations. Thank you. And Peter Nyakeri Aminga. Thank you, Aminga. Asante sana. Thank you. Very smart and immaculate. Eh? Yeah, thank you. Now, Department of ICT. Number 7, because they had actually they had all tied except one who beat all of them. Josephine W. Mwangi. Where is Josephine? Francis Motesia Muli. Edwin Stephen Otieno Owino. Lydian P. Muragori. Fadnat Masila Lazarus. Hey, there's another one here. Brian Rugonzo Mirembe. Even you. Where are you? Aha, thank you. Hey, pigiani wa makofi, you know? No, I mentioned I'll call them again. Yeah. Yeah, but before we go there now to, yes, the number 1 for the ICT is Mr. Clifford Guru Nderi. Asante. We will now go back to HR. In fact, wameongezea wengine because they have done very well, isn't it? I'm sure a number of us are feeling very happy, isn't it? Can you all clap for that now? Now, there is one Patrick Kahehu Karu. Where are you? That's the guy who keeps you in the payroll. Sairas Getonga Kamichi. Yeah, those are the guys, they do very good letters, which I sign. Thank you. And number 1, Patrick Indege Nyambuto. Nyambuto, are you here? I know Nyambuto is on leave, but has he come? Yeah, please, in absentia. Thank you, thank you. That's the HR for you. Thank you very much indeed. So we will now go to internal audit. These are the CIA, eh? The CIA, eh? Secret agents, Sindio. But they make us do a very good job. Aha. Grade 1, grade 2 to 4. James Langi. You clap for them. Grade 5 to 15. Victor K. Mwasia. Mwasia, are you around? Pungia watu mkono huko hata ukitembea wakuone. You know, these ones you don't see them, but you hear them with that red pen, isn't it? Is it red or even maroon? I am not sure about the color. But they make us do a very good job. Bwana Mwasia, let these people see even your face. Kidogo tuangalie tu. Sidio. That is the way he looks like. Thank you. Now, I am told there is another one. Who is the other one whom I have left out? Edwin Stephen Otieno Apana. Hannah Nyambura Ndongo. Oh, even you. Please clap for her as she comes. And number 1 is Francis Musila Kemoya. Bwana Kemoya. Victor Mwasia, Sylvester Kiilu, Hannah Nyambula, and Musila Kioya. And of course, James Lagi had come before. We go now to where to wakili wetu Legal and Corporate Board Services, grade 2 to 4. Naftali Mwangi Karemi. 5 to 15, Monka Okemo Mula. And number 1, Janet W. Nganga. Library Information Services, 2 to 4, Mase Wanjiro Ndelito. Joseph Mulwa Kisoi. 5 to 15, Lydian Sayo. And Mr. Solomon Sikulu Matanda. The next one is which one? Now, even planning and performance management, they are also put under that command also. We also go to see how they are doing. And from grade 2 to 4, there is one Evans Wanjogi Kagere. Please clap for him as he comes. Elizabeth Nyadira Wamonda. And Teresia Mudhoni Wainaina. Vice Wamugunda? Thank you. Now, there is grade 5 to 15. There is Monica Mwakazi. Wapungia mkono pia. Kere Omonde Akuku. And Rosarin Komenei Kemiri. You agree with me, they also deserve that, isn't it? Why don't we then give them another round of applause? Now, security and safety services. Number 2, grade 2 to 4, Jared Ochieng Oganda, Irene Wangari Ndegwa, and Junde Jura Jiro. Grade 5 to 15, Godlifa Agnes Okello, and Francis Macau Chulu. Sports and games, Rose Gatweri Marete, and Cosmas Mugambi Mutwiri. Supply chain management services, Ruse Igoki Mwalimu, Agnes W. Ngare, Moses Mongoti Kisilu. University Health Services, Francis Matudhu Muigai, Peter Ngoge Gaduka, clap for him, protocol person. Calvins Ochieng Ojenge, and Rosalyn Mudeu Goloma. Vice Chancellor's office now. Grade 2 to 4. Samuel Jeroge Kamondo. Patrick Kehio Mwai. Bire Otieno Ogoma. Emire Abisoa Ibugu. Emire Abisinua Ibigu. Hey, thank you. Please give her a clap as she comes. And last but not the least, Rosemary Kandari Aruchula. Excellent. Mr. Vice Chancellor, in your office, the least reach is there. Thank you. Now, we now go to Kisumu campus. Grade 5 to 15, Elizabeth Adhiambo Achieng. Elizabeth Achieng? Oh, you pick for her. Thank you very much indeed. George Alex Ouma. Please, let's clap for them in absentia. And for Mombasa campus, we have Fatma Kasioki Said. Let's clap for them. Doreen Ogake Kombe. Catherine Jerry Kego. Caroline Mwachia. And George Pade Nyambura. I'm sure somebody can pick for them, isn't it? Yeah, thank you. We now go to the heads of central directorates. The best performing heads of central directorates. Number 3, Dr. Ruse W. Mohea Dahi. Number 2, Dr. Samson Murangeri Mokaria, Security and Safety Services. And number 1, from the Vice Chancellor's office, Dr. Peter Munyukani Wekesa. Hey. Now, Mr. Vice Chancellor, we will now go to the last category, but not the least. Once you are through with that team, as you can see, everybody here is a winner, even those in absentia. Let's again clap for ourselves. I do trust next time you are going to have another bigger number because there will be a lot of, all of them will be 100, 100, 100. I trust I will be there too. Now, Mr. Vice Chancellor, there are members of staff who have served this university with dedication, with diligence, not that they could not have gone to other universities or other places, but they chose to be here. They are here by their own choice. And therefore, today we would want now to recognize some of them we did last year, and therefore what we normally do to ensure that everybody is a winner, even if you might have worked for more than these years, of course, we drop you, we pick the other who was now, you are number 2, isn't it? So that everybody becomes a winner. These members of staff have worked between 36 years to 43 years uninterrupted in this university. Let's give a clap for them. From the Veterinary Department of Veterinary Anatomy and Physiology, this member of staff has worked for 36 years and 7 months. First employed in this university on 2nd of April, 1986. And this is Mr. Morris O. Ochola. Oh, you are there? You're supposed to come and get something here. Hey, you can see how happy he is. In fact, there's something for you here. Let's give him a clap as he comes here. Ochola, thank you. As you can see, Ochola, thank you. The other member of staff has worked for 36 years and 8 months. From the Department of Facility Management, first employed on 12th of March, 1986. Eunice Nzenya Mutinda. Is Eunice with us today? Thank you. In absentia, please just clap for her. This other member of staff has worked for 7 years flat, having been appointed on 28th of October, 1985 in the Department of Facility Management. Peter Jiro Joroge. Please just give a clap for Mr. Joroge. And I'm sure Mr. Joroge would like to be assisted by you, Professor Gesho, to make his way here. Yeah, let's keep clapping for Bwana Joroge. He has said atakuwa mpaka siku ya mwisho, si ndio? Thank you very much indeed. Mr. Vice Chancellor, this is the dedication, the members, and the faith they have with this university. Because the university not belongs, eh? Asante. Now, in grade 5 to 15, we also have members of staff who have served with dedication. One in security and civil services, first employed on 23rd of April 1985, and has worked for 7 years and 7 months. And this is none other than Mr. Kimeu Makau. Makau, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Makau. Asante, pole pole tu taratibu. Hiyo miaka ni mingi. Thank you. From the Department of Veterinary Pathology, Microbiology, and Parasitology, one who was employed on 16th of January 1984 has now clocked 80 years and 10 months. And she is still raring to go. This is Rose Nyawera Getari. Rose Nyawera Getari. Thank you. Ujumbe umfikie Dr. Professor Mande. Ujumbe umfikie, si ndio? Please let's give her a clap for where she is. And from the Department of Plant Science and Technology, one who was first employed on 18th of August 1981. She is now 41 years old and 3 months in this university, Esther Wairimu Thiongo. Is she around, Professor? Oh, she is there. Please give her a clap as she comes. As you can see, that's, oh, Wairimu Thiongo. That is the humility and the dedication that we have for this university. Chair of the council, that is actually what your members of staff here are. And she is still raring to go. Yes, and we looked at her file because you cannot be awarded if you have any bad incident for all those years. Please let's give her another clap for her. Thank you, Esther Wairimu. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Esther. Plant, thank you. Plant science and crop protection. 41 years, 3 months. Another round of applause for her. Mr. Vice Chancellor, you have a professor who studied here, chose to learn here, and has started working as a graduate assistant, and now she's a professor. Imagine. First employed on 7th of May, 1980. Eh? You're saying, huh? 42 years and 6 months. The one and only one. Professor Florence Eoyeke. Please, let's clap for her. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Professor. From the Department of Biology, Asante, Professor. That's a lot of dedication. You can imagine the many hearts that have gone through, including even others who are in very high places now, isn't it? And you know them, eh? Thank you, Asante. Thank you for that dedication. Please let's give her another round of praise as she comes. Another member of staff, first employed on 1st of February 1980. Eh? Dr. Jaramba, you are hearing that? Yeah? 1st of February 1980. Has now clocked 42 years and 9 months. From the Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering, Mr. Quiririn Bernard Omondi Misango. You see, even as you age, you also acquire names, isn't it? Now, engineer, where is the engineer Gitau? That is your staff. Please run here and come and take that on behalf. Eh? You see, actually, he may not even be able to come, isn't it? Because of the stairs and all that. But, however, please let's give him a clap from wherever he is. Now, another professor here, Mr. Vice Chancellor, who was first employed on 1st of September 1979. And she is amongst you here. Please just check around who it could be. One who has worked for 43 years and 2 months from the Department of Public and Global Health, Professor Joyce Muhenge Orenja. And she's still a girl, you know. You can see she is even able to spring a bit. Please let's keep clapping for her. She comes. Yeah. Please let's give clapping for her. That is the longest serving member of staff. Thank you. Is it not great? Is it not that great? Is it not wow? Wow, I can tell you. Excellent. Imagine, and here you are complaining that they have worked for so many years. You know? Excellent. She is giving some tea to Professor Hutchinson. That pore too, you know? That those are the teeth for you to remain. Thank you. Let's give them another round of applause. And Mr. Vice Chancellor, in the presence of Professor Joyce Orenja, we now mark the end of that session, and we want to thank you most sincerely. As I can see, hata nyinyi mtafikisha about 70 years, isn't it? Because you see, they have not started since we started, isn't it? Let's put our hands together and applaud them for that matter. And let's also applaud ourselves now for that beautiful job that you have done. As I now request now my co-MC to come and tell us what to do next. I am told because the other units are now wondering what number was, even me I'm wondering. Last time I was number 14, second last. But this two I'm sure I have now done very well. Now, all the faculty registrars and heads of departments who are here, you pass through 17th floor, the Directorate of Planning and Performance Contracting, and you pick your results, you go home with them, isn't it? So even as you prepare and you enjoy your Christmas, you know how you did, isn't it? So let's again put our hands together for the team as they take their seats. Thank you very much. Dr. Kerenga, do you have anything, or I still continue? Oh, thank you very much, Edith. You know, we could stay here again and again. I'm sure even some of us here still wondering whether there's another hidden category, isn't it? Indeed, there is one. I can tell you for sure. Because we are now going to request the AVC to actually come back to the podium and move a vote of thanks. Thereafter, we will do some closing prayers. I will do some announcements, and then we all now call it a day, isn't it? Asante sana, madam.
What a day. What a day, what a day, what a day. As I sat there, I could not help but look up to the God who created each one of us. As Professor Olenja was coming on stage, I realized many of us have made this our home. We have worked in this institution for over 40 years. And so the first thanksgiving is to God who has created every last one of us. And I'm made to understand by the medics that there is no fingerprint that is the same, and therefore there is no photocopy. And therefore each one of us is unique before the eyes of the Lord. And so if you do not receive anything today, I want to extend congratulations to you just for being here today, and to say that it is well with you and it is well with the university. Allow me to thank our clergy. Reverend Mitei spoke today, and I saw Father Kaigwa today being recognized. Those have been the spiritual giants who have kept the university on the spiritual map of greatness, even as a university. And so to the clergy, we say thank you, we appreciate you deeply. You saw the choir. They've been faithful, singing our national anthems, but also entertaining us and reminding us of the beauty of music, the beauty of singing out. And I saw a few feet that were almost dancing. Allow me, in a very special way, to thank our Chair of Council, Professor Miriam Were, who has been here from the very beginning and has given us that leadership at that level, and your entire team. A special mention for Engineer Muchemi, who's been a constant, reliable partner, even for management, as we have dwelt on this journey. Our Vice Chancellor, what can I say? Except to say, as the vision bearer of the university, we appreciate your leadership, very strategic, very transformative, and we continue to uphold you in prayer that God will allow you to minister in a very special way and take our university to be truly a world-class university that is committed to scholarly excellence. In a special way, I want to also recognize Professor Julius Ogengo, who was leading the team of University Executive Board that went to fine-tune the final list that came out today. And under the leadership also of Dr. Keringa, the Director for Planning and Performance Management, and your entire team for the many nights that you have worked, not just evaluating us, but also preparing all the documentation. We appreciate you also under the leadership of the Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Brian Ouma. You know, we could all be here as management, as council, but without every team member, because we are a body corporate, but more importantly, under the People's Reforms, each one of us has a special place, and we are only as strong as our weakest link. And so I want to thank every member of the university community, whether you're a student, whether you are a chairman of a department, because even as a chair, you oversee many staff members who, many of them are not only teaching, but they're also doing research, doing innovations, seeing how we can be an entrepreneurial university. And so from the chairman to the deans, to the associate deans, and those that hold together the campus support systems and services. Time does not allow me to mention every last one of you, but to say we appreciate you.
that you have continued to give us that support so that then learning, teaching, research can continue seamlessly, and that together as one, leaving none behind, we can be the university of the 21st century. So to every last one today,